All right, just a reminder for us, our fingers equal the B field. Our thumb equals the positive charge. All right, so when we look at this first one here, our fingers here for the B field are going to be going right. Okay, because that's a negative charge, it's actually the opposite. So our thumb should go left. Because these are not perpendicular to each other, the magnetic field will actually not exist. There is no force here. Okay. The magnetic force in this next one, okay, so if we got fingers here, these are going right. We got the thumb is up. So if we got the fingers to the right and the thumb up, according to our right hand rule, the magnetic force will act into the page or into the screen, whichever way you look at it. All right, so here we got fingers left. All right, so if this is a negative and it's into the page, our thumb will be out of the page. All right, so fingers left, thumb out. All right, out of the page. That means that my palm is facing towards the bottom of the page. All right, next one. All right, so the B field here is out. So that means my fingers are out of the page. Okay, and the thumb, my positive charge, is moving right. Okay, so out of the page and then to the right. Okay, so out of the field to the right means my palm is going towards the bottom of the page. All right, this one now for the X, that means it's going into the page. So my fingers into the page. All right, my thumb. Oh, all right. So that's actually going to be going the opposite way. Should be towards the bottom of the page. So if I look at this, fingers in, thumb down towards the bottom of the page, the magnetic force will act, to the right of the page, or just to the right. Okay. Next one. So these our fingers, because that's our B field, is out of the page. So in this case, our thumb will be going to the bottom of the page. All right, so fingers out, thumb down. This one, my palm should be facing to the left. All right, let me highlight some of these. To the left, to the right, to the bottom, into the page, and no force on the top. All right, top right one here, the force will act. Okay, so if we've got the our fingers or our B field to the bottom, right? In this case, now my thumb is into the page, right? So bottom and in. Oh man, that's difficult. So bottom and in, that means that my palm is facing to the left. And yep. All right. So this one, we've got our fingers to the left. All right, because it's a negative, we're going to flip it and go up. So now my thumb is up to the top of the page. So boom, up to the top. This one should be acting out of the page, basically towards us. All right. To the left, out of the page. Good. Okay. Next one. So X means into. So my fingers are going to point into the page. All right. My thumb is going to point left. All right. So in and left. So in and left means that my palm is facing towards, or will act. Yep, let's do towards the bottom of the page. I got sloppy. So towards the bottom of the page is where that one's going to go. Okay. Circles or dots mean out. So fingers are pointing out of the page. All right. And this one, so if the V is out of the page, because that's negative, that means that my thumb is going to be pointing into the page. All right, there's no 90 degree, no perpendicular here. The magnetic force will act. There is no force because it's not perpendicular. Okay, because we need it to be at a 90 degree angle. If it's parallel to each other, we can't get actually a magnetic force acting there. All right, so next one, fingers are going to point out of the page. All right, got another negative, so that means it's going to go that way. So thumb will be left. So out and left. All right, out and left means the magnetic will act to the top of the page. All right, last one. Okay, so we got our fingers are going to point up. All right, the thumb will be left. So up and left, this thing should go act into the page. All right.